Welcome to the channel, folks. You ever find yourself watching people trying to figure out why they do the things they do? We all do. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of psychology, the study of the mind and behavior. We're gonna put your psychology IQ to the test with a series of challenging questions. This isn't about passing or failing. This is about you getting a read on where you stand and maybe learning a thing or two about yourself and the people in your life. Are you ready to see if you have what it takes to be a true mind master? Let's jump right in. Alright folks, let's talk about the challenge ahead. We're gonna delve into some key concepts of psychology stuff that helps us understand why we behave the way we do. I'm gonna present a series of questions with multiple choice answers. Your job is to choose the answer you think is right. Don't worry about getting everything perfect. This isn't about being right or wrong. It's about pushing yourself to think differently. Each question is designed to make you think critically about human behavior. You might surprise yourself with how much you already know. This is about tapping into that knowledge and maybe even challenging some of your preconceived notions. Remember, psychology is all about understanding ourselves and others. It's about digging deeper into the why behind our actions. So, are you ready to put your knowledge to the test? Let's get started with question number 1. Okay folks, here's your first question. What is the fundamental attribution error? And let me tell you, this is a big one. Is it A, the tendency to overestimate the influence of personality and underestimate the influence of the situation when explaining someone else's behavior? Or is it B, the tendency to underestimate the influence of personality and overestimate the influence of the situation when explaining someone else's behavior? Take a moment, think about it. Which one resonates with you? If you answered A, you're absolutely right. The fundamental attribution error is a classic psychological concept. We often jump to conclusions about someone's character based on their actions without considering the context. Think about it. You see someone yelling at a cashier, you might think they're rude or impatient, but what if they just got some terrible news or have been dealing with a stressful situation? We don't always have all the information. Remember, this error in thinking highlights the importance of empathy and understanding in our interactions. Next up, question number 2. What is cognitive dissonance? This is all about the tension we feel when our beliefs and actions don't line up. Is it A, a state of mental discomfort experienced when holding two or more contradictory beliefs, ideas, or values? Or is it B, a state of mental comfort experienced when our beliefs and actions are in perfect alignment? Think carefully. This one can be tricky. If you chose A, you're on the money. Cognitive dissonance is that nagging feeling we get when we do something that goes against our values or beliefs. It's uncomfortable, and we're naturally driven to reduce that discomfort. Think about someone who knows smoking is bad for them, but continues to smoke. They experience cognitive dissonance, the conflict between their knowledge and their actions. To alleviate this, they might try to rationalize their behavior, downplay the risks, or even try to convince themselves they enjoy smoking. Understanding cognitive dissonance helps us understand why people sometimes act in ways that seem irrational. They're trying to minimize that internal conflict. Chapter 4, Question 3. The bystander effect. What is the bystander effect? Is it A, more likely to help when others are present? Or B, less likely to help when others are present? The correct answer is B. The bystander effect suggests the more bystanders, the less likely anyone helps. Responsibility gets diffused in a crowd. Be aware and choose to help, even when others are around. Chapter 5, Question 4, Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. What is Maslow's hierarchy of needs? A theory suggesting we are motivated by a hierarchy of needs. Is it A, basic needs at the bottom and self-actualization at the top? Or B, all needs are equal? Ponder your response. If you chose A, you're correct. Maslow's hierarchy is a pyramid of human needs, from physiological needs to self-actualization. Chapter 6. Question 5, Classical versus Operant Conditioning. Ready for question number 5? This one's about learning. What is the difference between classical and operant conditioning? Is it A, classical conditioning involves associating an involuntary response with a stimulus, while operant conditioning involves associating a voluntary behavior with a consequence? Or is it B, operant conditioning involves associating an involuntary response with a stimulus, while classical conditioning involves associating a voluntary behavior with a consequence? Think about how we learn through association. The answer is A. Classical conditioning, made famous by Pavlov and his dogs, is about associating an involuntary response, like salivating, with a stimulus, like a bell. Operant conditioning, on the other hand, is about associating a voluntary behavior, like pressing a lever, with a consequence, like receiving food. It's about rewards and punishments shaping behavior. These two forms of conditioning are fundamental to understanding how we learn, both consciously and unconsciously. Chapter 7. Let's move on to question number 6. What is the placebo effect? This one's about the power of the mind. Is it A, a beneficial effect produced by a placebo drug or treatment, which is attributed to the patient's belief in the treatment rather than any actual therapeutic effect? Or is it B, a harmful effect produced by a placebo drug or treatment, which is attributed to the patient's negative expectations rather than any actual negative effect? It's all about the mind-body connection. The answer is A. The placebo effect is a fascinating phenomenon where a person experiences a positive effect from a treatment that has no real therapeutic value. Think about a sugar pill that's presented as a powerful painkiller. If the patient believes it will work, they might actually experience pain relief, even though the pill itself has no active ingredients. It's the power of expectation and belief. The placebo effect highlights the incredible influence our minds can have on our physical well-being. Chapter 8. Question 7. Intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. On to question number 7. What is the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation? This is about what drives our actions. Is it A, intrinsic motivation comes from within, while extrinsic motivation comes from external rewards or pressures? Or is it B, extrinsic motivation comes from within, while intrinsic motivation comes from external rewards or pressures? Consider what motivates you. You got it if you said A. Intrinsic motivation is about doing things because they are inherently enjoyable or satisfying. It's about the internal drive to learn, grow, or achieve. Think about hobbies, passions, or pursuing a career you love. Those are driven by intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation, on the other hand, is about doing things for external rewards like money, praise, or recognition, or to avoid negative consequences like punishment or criticism. Understanding the difference between these two types of motivation is key to finding fulfillment and satisfaction in life. Chapter 9. Question 8. The social learning theory. Let's tackle question number 8. What is the social learning theory? This one's all about how we learn by observing others. Is it A, a theory that emphasizes the role of observation and modeling in learning, suggesting that we learn by watching and imitating others? Or is it B, a theory that suggests all learning is the result of direct personal experience and that observation plays no role in the learning process? Think about how children learn. The answer is A. The social learning theory, developed by Albert Bandura, highlights the powerful influence of observation and modeling on our behavior. Think about a child watching their parents cook or ride a bike. They learn by observing and then imitating those behaviors. This theory emphasizes that we don't just learn through direct experience, we learn by watching others, especially those we admire or identify with. Chapter 10. Question 9. Fluid versus crystallized intelligence. Ready for the final question? Question number 9. What is the difference between fluid and crystallized intelligence? Is it A, fluid intelligence refers to our ability to think abstractly and solve problems, while crystallized intelligence refers to our accumulated knowledge and verbal skills? Or is it B, crystallized intelligence refers to our ability to think abstractly and solve problems, while fluid intelligence refers to our accumulated knowledge and verbal skills? Think about the different ways we use our intelligence. The correct answer is A. Fluid intelligence is our ability to think on our feet, to solve novel problems, and to adapt to new situations. It's about thinking flexibly and creatively. Crystallized intelligence, on the other hand, is our storehouse of knowledge, facts, and skills that we accumulate throughout our lives. It's about what we know and how well we can access and apply that knowledge. Both types of intelligence are important, and they often work together. So, how did you do on our psychology IQ test? Are you a true mind master? Share your score in the comments below. It's always interesting to see how much we know and how much we can learn about this fascinating subject. If you enjoyed this challenge, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more thought-provoking content. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future psychology deep dives. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the mind. Until next time, keep those minds sharp and keep exploring the incredible world of psychology.